I want to shift gears now to a congressman who is actually, I believe, on the House floor right now, and get his reaction to all of this. Representative Buddy Carter, he serves on the House Budget Committee and also on the House Committee on Energy and Commerce. He represents the 1st Congressional District of Georgia. Congressman Carter, my friend, welcome to Washington Watch.
Hey, good to hear from you, my friend. We miss you over here, and glad you're doing this. Thank you for what you're doing now, but we sure do miss you over here.
Well, thank you so much. We've only got a few minutes here, Representative Carter. Let me ask you, what your basic reaction to the president's speech today?
Well, it's not really anything surprising. I mean, let's face it, Joe Biden doesn't have a clue. And I mean that sincerely. This economy that he has ruined in the 2 years that he has been president. I mean, Donald Trump had this economy humming. We had this economy humming. When you were in Congress, we passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which had our economy going. What was the first thing this president did? He declared war on American energy. He ruined our energy independence that Donald Trump and that we in Congress worked so hard to achieve. And then we had the highest gas prices we've had in generations. We've got inflation as high as we've had in generations. And so it's no surprise whatsoever to hear what the president's having to say right now.
Well, I've got a couple of clips I want to play and get your reaction to. But, how does the president realistically think we're going to go on like we're currently going? $31 trillion in debt. I mean, maybe what you said, that he doesn't have a clue, maybe that's really what's going on here. But how does anyone in their right mind not recognize we cannot continue down this current path that we're going on? It's just stunning to me.
It is stunning to me as well. And listen, it's not just Joe Biden. I mean, Democrats, as you well know, Jody, Democrats believe this. I mean, I had a Democrat who is a smart person, an intelligent person, and I respect him. And tell me that, no, we should not have a balanced budget. Nobody would vote for that. Well, I must be nobody because I'd vote for it. But anyway, told me that. And then he says, we should just raise the debt limit. We shouldn't even have a debt limit. How can you think like that when we're $31 trillion in debt? Right now, the interest on our debt, is going to be the 3rd highest line item in our budget this year. It will surpass what we're paying for defense. Unbelievable. He's right.
All right. Well, I want to get to a clip or two, and control room. I'm going to go to clip 4 first here. This is today Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries calling all you Republicans, you're extremists. Here's what he had to say.
There's a big contrast between House Democrats and House Republicans, between the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, between Team Normal and Team Extreme.
Team Normal and Team Extreme. I mean, come on. You are now, Congressman Carter, you are now considered extremist for trying to bring a $31 trillion debt under control. Give me your reaction to this.
Well, as a former small business owner, as you know, JD, I owned a number of pharmacies for 32 years. I own my own business. I had to balance my budget. I had to sign the front of a paycheck. I know what it's like to have people depending on you. Here in Congress, we are guardians of the taxpayers' money. And to run up a debt of $31 trillion, over $31 trillion, that is intergenerational theft. We are digging a hole so deep that our children, our grandchildren, and their children won't be able to get out of it. Past generations didn't do that to us. How can we justify doing that to them? Think of all the money. Think of all the money that we're paying in interest alone on our debt. Think of what we could do with that money. Think of all the good things that we could do. And yet, here we are paying more on the interest on our debt than we are on defense. The number one responsibility of the federal government is to defend our homeland. And yet we are spending more on the interest on our debt than we are on defending our homeland. Unbelievable.
Representative Buddy Carter, thank you so much for joining us this evening on Washington Watch. We appreciate it.